And your name?
Diane Halligan.
Your occupation?
I'm an assistant accountant.
What's your subject?
The BBC television series The Vicar of Dibley.
The Vicar of Dibley.
The Vicar of Dibley.
2 minutes starting now.
2 minutes, this is fun. Is this the ones the woman got asked?
Yeah.
Dibley Parish Church is dedicated to which saint?
No idea. Pass.
Agnes.
Barnabas?
Barnabas or Bartholomew?
Is it Nicholas? St Barnabas?
Barnabas.
St Barnabas.
Yes, in the Christmas lunch incident, which of the parishioners gives Geraldine the last of her 4 Christmas lunches?
Owen.
Me.
Indeed, when Geraldine goes out dressed as the Easter Bunny, who's the first person she meets who's also dressed as a bunny?
David.
This rings a vague bell.
David?
David.
Oh, it's me, of course.
Correct. What's Alice riding on when she enters the nativity play while heavily pregnant?
Oh, God. A sheep? An animal of some sort.
She wouldn't be on an animal because Emma's allergic to animals.
A quad bike.
Is it Wayne Sleep?
A lawnmower. Which colour of jacket does Frank change into after receiving messages of support for his programme on Radio Dibley, where it's revealed that he's gay?
Pink? Red?
Red.
Rouge?
Pink.
Pink.
Blue.
Purple.
Bluish. Turquoise.
Cerise.
White.
Fuchsia, if you like.
Fuchsia?
I went to a friend's wedding, but it was not a church wedding, and a woman was invigilating it, and I suddenly thought, this is so much more intelligent than a man doing it, because on the whole, you know, in my family, it's my mum who cares about who I'm in love with and what's going to happen and all that sort of stuff. And it was so much more personal and intimate and meaningful that I suddenly got a bee in my bonnet about women vicars.
At that point, it wasn't church law that women could be ordained. He knew what he wanted to do, definitely. And he had an agenda, you know. I would call it a hidden agenda, but it wasn't hidden at all. You know, Richard wanted to win the vote for female priests.
Some have waited patiently, and some have not been quite so patient. They know who they are.
We will have the doctrine tested in every port in the land and in Europe, Your Grace.
That puts God's order of things right out of kilter.
Where you've got a strong male leadership, you have a strong church.
I am now preparing to leave the Church of England.
A blasphemous parody of an ordination service which creates a new order of transvestites.
I got a lot of mail, which I've kept, actually. Quite a lot of it from vicars, from men. Very, very angry. Angry about the situation, I think, and very angry that we were being so upfront and normalising it in such a very public way.
This is outrageous. I won't have my village used like some laboratory animal to see if women vicars work.
Some very bad language, which we later went on to use in the programme, so that was useful. Useful source of swearing.
If Jesus wanted women to spread the gospel, he would have appointed them. It's Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, not Sharon, Tracy, Tara and Debbie.
I came up with an idea of a village, all of whom, you know, everyone's sort of mad. And therefore you are tempted, obviously, to give the mad characters all the jokes.
Right, we've got 1 minute to go. Let me just check everybody knows what they're doing. Owen, you're...
The sound man.
Right. I did and ah for far too long about it. Alice, you're...
Alice.
Doing what?
I'm just kneeling here.
Yes, you're manning the phones, aren't you, Alice? The more we spoke about it, the more I realised that the character he wanted me to play would be at the centre of it, but that would probably be the least funny character.
We're your potty.
Yes. Now, what does it mean when that red light's on?
You're a prostitute.
I didn't really get how to play somebody decent and kind and Christian. 3, 2, 1.
This is the first time I've noticed it. The vicar's got a very nice arse.
Hello, and welcome to Radio Dibley. I'm Geraldine Granger, and I'm inviting you to...
sorry about that, Vicar.
All right, Jim.
I didn't mean to mention your arse on the radio.
Thank you. Let's kick off with the phone-in, where you'll have your chance to tell me...
When do you
your
want the jingle, Vicar?
No, you've missed it already, I mean.
Bugger.
It'll
will be your chance to ring in with your memories of Dibley.
In fact, I was asking to play, if I could play Alice, because I could understand what those jokes were.
May I just say that I think you look gorgeous in that frock that you were wearing the last time you were here. Yeah, right, OK, here she is. Loads of love, Abyssinia.
Who is it?
The bishop.
If it hadn't been Dawn, perhaps the actress wouldn't have argued with me so much, and therefore we wouldn't have had so many jokes for her. But Dawn wasn't going to let it lie.
Oh. That is very, very good. In fact, sorry, if you don't mind, just excuse me a moment. Yeah. The more I delayed and delayed, that was when the dreadful day came when he sent me a list of much better actresses than me that were available.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. I'm afraid there's a slight problem developing.
What, can I help?
Could you hold this for me, please? Because I'm going in.
Dawn and I took great solace from this original person we spoke to a lot, Joy Carroll, who was as sort of naughty and irreverent and like us as you could hope.
Enter if you're sexy and love Jesus.
Evening.
He picked up a cup in my kitchen which said, lead me not into temptation, I can find it myself. And so I think he knew that there was, that I had a sense of humour and that I didn't take myself too seriously, and that gave him permission to do the same thing with the character.
She was a babe, and she invited us in, and she had loads of empties. I remember that. She had loads of empty bottles everywhere, and I thought, oh, she likes a bit of a party. All the way through my teens, I was convinced that, naturally, I would become a supermodel and marry either Eric Clapton or David Soul, as you do. And then one day, I read the Sermon on the Mount, and it was so fantastic. That was it.
She asked me questions like, why is a young woman like you a Christian in the first place, let alone a priest? And what about having fun and being, a young woman who's going to have a good life and a good time?
Listen, birthday boy. If you don't help me now, I'm afraid I'm going to have to tell them you actually are Noel Edmonds.
Richard wanted to know more about the issues that I engage with in my sermons and the things that were important to me.
I specifically remember, I think, talking to Joy about boys.
I don't know much about them, I'm afraid.
Watch and learn, kid. Watch and learn.
All other vicars up until then had been bumbling, ignorant, unworldly fools.
We may have heard of knickers, Mrs. Hithergott. It's just that we don't talk about them.
I've decided to have it off with Clarissa.
Here was suddenly not just a woman vicar, but also she was suddenly the most worldly, knowing, knowledgeable, wise, sensible character in the show.
I was talking to Alice the other day. This is hilarious. She said you've got a bona fide Easter bunny in Dibley.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's right. Finally, item 6.
Sorry. Well, I just stumbled into the X-Files. You're not telling me you all believe in the Easter bunny, are you?
That's right, the Dibley bunny.
Oh, well, they've obviously started to put LSD in crunchy bars. I didn't realise.
Dawn is a very remarkable person, and I think that has had a big influence. I mean, one, she is a very, very good comedian, comedienne, so that she can really fool around.
I can jump! And I can dance!
The first thing I insisted on was that the vicar should have stupendous tits.
You got a babe with a bobcat and a magnificent bosom.
So I see.
It was probably Dawn who insisted the mention of her breasts, and so I thought, we can keep on pushing it. Dawn is also very good, I feel, in my bones, you know, so that you could write lots of naughty stuff and disrespectful stuff in the knowledge that no matter how rude she was about anybody, that you would never think that there was any malice.
And I think Richard was very conscious of this. It's something he wanted to do, which was to create a sitcom about a character who is essentially good. To see, as an experiment, if you could write something funny without having a monster.
Join me at Christmas lunch for the first time since 1971, or reject me, just like I've been rejected every day by everyone ever since I was born. What do you say?
I say yum yum in my tum.
You don't meet many people like, you know, Basil Fawlty or Victor Meldrew or all the shouters. You meet many more people whose lives are made complicated by trying to be nice.
Lunch will be about 1 o'clock.
Right. What? Lunch?
I mean, usually it's just me, my sister and my mum, but this year I said, can I bring the vicar along? And Mum said, oh, the vicar won't come. She'll have far more important people to have lunch with.
It's funny you should say that.
And I started to cry, and I said, no, she won't, because I'm her best friend in the universe. And Mum said, all right, ask her to come then. And I said, I don't need to ask her.
Yeah, funny you should say that.
And anyway, if she didn't come, I'd kill myself. So.
Right. Right, well, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
She can't turn down the invitations from everybody for Christmas.
Just a couple of slices of turkey and a few veg for me, thanks.
Absolutely.
And exactly how many types of vegetable is that?
16.
So she has, you know, 3 or 4 Christmas dinners. She always has to kind of, you know, keep her temper, even in the face of Alice, who would drive a saint to occasional lapses.
Are you all right? You do look very well.
No, I'm fine. It's just I'm, you know, a little bit sort of...
She just, in all situations, has to be nice, except when she's by herself.
If I ever actually meet Delia Smith in person, I'm afraid I'm going to have to stuff cranberries into every available orifice.
I was constantly battling to try and give her faults. And eventually he gave in and allowed me to be a bit vain and a bit self-doubting and to be a bit lonely.
You know that thing you did, changing the water into wine? Well, if you could do the opposite for me now, with those 3 bottles I've just swallowed, that'd be very, very helpful. Otherwise, I fear I may fall over.
It broke the myth, if you like, that people had, that they attached to the clergy, that they're superhuman or super spiritual or on a par with God.
Thank you. Is it working? You know, I think it is, yes.
She's a great star, you know, Dawn. She's a wonderful performer. And we're all enthused and inspired to do well around her.
Dawn is as magnificent as you would hope a star would be and always has some big jokes in it, but the ensemble is completely crucial.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
And if you do accept that everybody is of equal value, have they a brain or not, then, you know, loving them and taking care of them and helping them out is as important as any other job in the world.
He taught me to waltz and pray.
So I think Geraldine realises that she is on Earth in order to console some people who aren't that bright.
Do you think that I'm unattractive and will never be kissed by any man and die without ever knowing the joy of true love?
Oh, no. Don't tell me that Hugo hasn't even kissed you yet.
I just don't think that he loves me.
Oh, that's nonsense. It's just you've got to give these things time, that's all. How long have you known him?
26 years.
It wasn't that the series was about female priests necessarily. It was initially, and then it very quickly wasn't. It was about a group of people.
Right, I call this meeting of the Dibley Parish Council to order. David Horton in the chair, Frank Pickle taking minutes.
The first episode, that opening scene, is a real model of how you establish quite a large group of characters. So you establish that Frank is nitpicky.
Shall I minute that, sir?
What?
About my taking the minute.
David tolerates these people but doesn't like them very much.
Do you normally minute it?
Well, I'd like to, yes.
Then do it again.
Oh, thank you.
Owen is kind of slightly dodgy but has a farm and has a relationship with animals that we won't go into here.
I spend so much time in the stables toilet, I'm thinking of sending out change of address cards.
Jim says...
No.
Hugo is kind of bright and active, but bit dumb.
My son Hugo here's putting up a conservatory for his South American flower collection, which I think should be fine.
Excellent news. Somewhere for the pool table at last.
Mrs. Cropley has terrible menu ideas.
Chocolate?
No, Marmite.
And then, finally, we meet Dawn in a rainstorm, coming in with the thing on that disguises her dog collar, and it's a fantastic piece of writing right at the start that kind of hooks you in.
I'm Geraldine. Believe you're expecting me.
No, I'm expecting our new vicar. Unless, of course, you are the new vicar and they've landed us with a woman. Some sort of insane joke.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my God!
It's absolutely a joy to write because they are so clear and they are so big that you can almost do any joke with them. I mean, you can just let your imagination rip, and that's the joy of it.
People you meet in airports come up and say, you are him, aren't you? And things like that, and talk about the show, and they say, we do love it, it makes us laugh. And it's funny because you're so real, all of you. You're just ordinary, real people. You think, these are 7 of the most crazy people you've ever come across.
What about the time you did a pole dance in my living room, alongside Mother Teresa, who was wearing nothing but a skimpy bikini bottom? You can't say that was a dream.
No, Jim, that was a nightmare.
Anything they do that might be non-PC is done out of complete innocence, not out of any viciousness, and therefore you get away with some things that you wouldn't normally get away with.
Perchance we will encounter the Son of God.
Then we will worship him.
Interesting interpretation, Frank. Can't say I quite understand the voice.
Well, I was just thinking, I'm playing a wise man. Now, who's wise? And I thought, of course, Stephen Hawking.
They're mad, some of them. But they've got to play it straight. They've got to be real in order for it to work.
I got very lucky and cast remarkable actors rather than just, comic actors.
This other Eden, demi-paradise, this happy breed of men, this little world, this precious stone set in the silver sea, this blessed plot, this earth, this realm, this Dibley.
By the time we started auditioning, Four Weddings was kind of out there, and we could see anybody we wanted to see, and we did see a lot of, particularly for Gary Waldhorn's part, for David, we did see a lot of people.
Did you understand that?
Not a word.
They wanted James to play Hugo.
Very moving speech, Father.
Thank you. I thought it was the right thing to do.
I'm proud of you. In fact, can I kiss you, Father?
I don't think that's necessary.
And I think they were worried that I might be too young.
Just once. I won't tell anyone.
Okay, don't make a habit of it. Thank you.
And I remember the first few episodes being given a little more grey and a little darker, very subtly done under the eye, just to look a bit heavier, a little older.
As you probably know, we have an outbreak of graffiti in the village.
Oh, yes, I saw that. I don't think you're a prat, Mr. Hall.
I actually didn't know how to play David. I just thought all these wonderfully comic characters, although off the wall, I thought David is a very straight, and I mean, yet he is funny in his sort of prattish sort of way. We also seem to have acquired a village pass office. You keeping up, Frank?
Yeah, Horton's a total prat.
As an actor, one's instinct thought, well, I want to be funny as well. It's a comedy. How do I play this part? Well, let's just keep an eye out for them, shall we? Especially the little bastard who's tampered with the sign for the tuck shop.
Oh, yeah.
He just knows how to kind of get the laugh on a line, which isn't necessarily, you know, a hysterical joke, but he's absolutely there.
Before we start the meeting, just a few announcements. I know they should come under any other business, but, hey, let's go with the flow.
He probably goes on the biggest journey of any character in the show, because then he finds that actually he really loves Geraldine and he proposes to her.
He really wanted some love. And I think she even considered it, you know? She even really considered it.
I love you.
But I don't think that would have been the right choice, so... And he wore a very bad shirt.
One of the delightful things about the show is that we've been able to move him through falling in love and stuff like that into a more interesting and tolerant place, so he isn't just a stereotype. But, you know, while doing that, his relationship with James has had good, strong points, and I think the moment when Hugo stands up to his dad is a moment that all of us wish we'd done a bit earlier in life.
If you continue to consort with that tinker twerp, you will no longer be welcome in this house, you will no longer be my son, and as this will attests, you will have nothing.
It was a major turning point in his life, because he suddenly realised that he had to choose between the father that had repressed him all his life or the woman that he, in his own strange way, absolutely loved.
On the contrary, sir, I will have everything in the world that I desire.
That marvellous line. On the contrary, sir, I shall have everything in my life that I desire. Just heaven.
I do think about it quite a bit. You know, it.
No, not with you.
You know, it. With people like Mariella Fostrup and Sharon Stone and Norma Major, naked.
Richard's got an aptitude for writing stupid people, and there are, you know, probably 10,000 other people in Equity who would have been actually better and more stupid than me, so I was very lucky to have got it.
You stop thinking about it, and every time you do, pound in that box.
Great. Old sinner me.
Yeah. Oh, good. Tea. Very good timing. Hugo and I were just finished, weren't we, Hugo?
I know how you like it, Hugo. Hot and strong.
James is so good at playing that age. I don't know what that age is, but it's kind of young and naive, and but entirely likable.
I've got a lovely donut for you, Hugo.
Oh, thanks.
Some chocolate fingers.
Oh, well, perhaps I...
They're such fun, aren't they? I love just sticking them in my mouth and sucking till all the chocolate comes right out.
I'm a bit strapped for cash. I'll pay you later.
Right, yeah.
He's grown, and I think that's partly because of the Vicar. Because the Vicar's kind of like, you know, pushed him in certain directions. He made him kiss Alice, you know.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, just kiss, you moron!
How long did it take for them to get together?
Good luck, Alice.
Good luck, Hugo.
Kingston
We have kiss-off.
It's a perfect symbiotic relationship, I think. They're both very stupid.
They've been at it for 4.5 hours now. Provided quite a talking point in my confirmation class, I can tell you.
One of the great delights of the whole show was the fact that we managed to make that love story happen and work. And that was in some ways been the central plot of the 20 episodes.
In the words of Sigourney Weaver in the film Aliens, I just want to say...
Get away from her, you bitch.
It was really moving, and I really I can remember just absolutely welling up.
Will you do me the greatest honour in the world and consent to be my wife?
No.
But I thought that
No, I mean, let me finish.
Isn't that awful? I can remember welling up and, saying the lines.
It's no question I've ever been asked. Has my answer been more certainly and more positively?
Yes.
That's right.
Crackerjack.
Sweet.
A source of enormous pride for me to think that I was actually married to Alice Tinker.
The phone conversation with Richard ended with him saying, just write all the jokes I didn't write in 4 Weddings and a Funeral. And I said, righty-ho, and I put the phone down. My wife said, but he did all the wedding jokes in 4 weddings. There were 4 weddings in 4 Weddings and a Funeral. And I went, oh.
Repeat after me. I, Alice Springs Tinker.
Take thee, Hugo Horton.
Take thee, Hugo Horton.
To be my lawful wedded husband.
To be my lawful wedded husband. To have and to hold.
I loved my little dress. It was just encrusted in gonks and jewels, and I had a fantastic little tiara that lit up. And I was able to go, and to become one. My husband and I thought of that one.
Alice and Hugo's wedding was voted the most popular wedding on television by a TV audience. I don't know if you knew that. He'd beat EastEnders, Footballers' Wives. He beat them all. It was number 1. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to throw my bouquet. Are you ready?
I wonder who the next bride will be.
Oh, please. Don't tell me you believe in all that superstitious nonsense. Gosh. Looks like it's me.
One of the greatest joys was finding Emma Chambers as Alice.
There was something inside me that thought she's very childlike, and that I wanted, even though I hoped I could play her to extremes, you would still believe her.
I'm all ears.
Right.
Well, not all ears. I'm face and tummy and legs and lots of other bits, including some rather private bits I only let a doctor see. And he wasn't a doctor, and he got arrested soon after.
She made choices that made Alice 100% real. I think she's one of the realest characters in there, even though she's probably the most barking.
My ears are all ears, and they're listening to you, Geraldine Granger, Vicar Extraordinary.
However extreme things are when I read the script, Alice would do it.
Alice gave birth to what she thought was the baby Jesus.
We had children and cows, and we had an actress who was also allergic to animals and hay.
He got that the wrong way round. I'm allergic to Gareth.
Of course, we said to her, you don't mind giving birth in a barn, do you?
Wow, you're good.
Oh, you've known me for 12 years. Please don't make me use my Ventolin on camera.
Oh, my God.
Jesus, she's having a baby. No, the line is, she's having a baby. Jesus.
I got my head working on birth instead. Giving her a painful birth. Richard coming up to me saying, it's a little bit too realistic. Can you tone it down a touch?
I love how randy she is.
You know something? I think Uncle Simon might be quite keen on you.
One of the great joys about the Vicar of Dibley is that under the soft, woolly clothing of the sheep of niceness, we've actually been able to be quite sort of rude and offensive.
You're a tit short of an udder, you are.
Owen is a character from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, really.
I made the mistake of going in my toilet this morning and it hasn't been flushed for 10 days. I've only just regained consciousness.
I love the sort of extreme crudity of Owen. I must say I've sort of enjoyed exploring that part of a character.
In some ways, Owen is Roger's triumph. You know, he could have just been a weird, violent farmhand, but instead he's a weird, violent farmhand with this kind of rather deep soul.
Some folks' lives are full of love and softness. Other folks, they never get to know the sweet tenderness of human contact. The sun is out, the sky is blue, there's not a cloud to spoil the view, but it's raining. It's raining in my heart.
Oh, go on then, you great big loser. Give us a quick kiss.
Kissing Roger Lloyd-Pack is a good thing. Very good kisser. Tick. Kissing Owen, bad thing. Cross.
He's always had his hand up a cow's bum, or he's sort of inferred sort of various forms of sexual contact with farm animals, and it's got rather more extreme.
Best news I've had since they made having sex with animals legal again.
They haven't.
Really? Oh, that's not good.
He's been almost the easiest character to write funny stuff for because his behaviour has been so outrageous, and I suppose that's where we've maybe got towards the edge of tolerance of Middle England the most times.
I think that's what comedy does, isn't it? It allows you to laugh about things that could be disturbing.
What's your subject, Jim?
Is sex with poodles always wrong?
And you found someone to speak on both sides of that argument?
He certainly has.
We've been able to get away with things I can't believe I would ever have got away with in any other show. But then you have to remember, Richard Curtis is one of the rudest people you could ever meet. 3 nuns get killed in a car crash.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and they go up to heaven.
Of course.
And Peter's at the gates, and he says, I'm afraid you're going to have to answer a question before you can come in.
Oh.
So he says to the first one, don't worry, the questions are very easy. What was the name of the first woman? And she says, Eve. And he says, yeah, you're in. So he says to the second one, where did Eve live?
Oh, yes, I know
and
that.
yeah. And she says, Garden of Eden. And he says, yeah, you're in.
You.
And he says to the third one, which was the Mother Superior, I'm afraid the question's going to have to be a little bit more tricky for you.
Well, fair enough, because...
Yeah, obviously. And he says to her, what did Eve say when she first saw Adam? And the Mother Superior says, oh, that's a hard one. He says, yeah, you're in.
Until told by the BBC that I actually can't do that joke for legal reasons, nothing would stop me putting in, you know, any joke that we hoped was funny and that me and the cast and Paul thought was fun.
I'd probably have to go for the Queen.
You'd like to sleep with the Queen?
Well, no, not particularly, but I mean, it'd be so great to slip into conversation, wouldn't it? I mean, you go down the post office, you buy a stamp, and you look at it and you say, I've had her.
We sort of love it. It's a festival of filth.
You have to whip off the thing and do that. To time that to the perfect moment in the music was very difficult. I had, believe it or not, a young lady who put my G-string back on for me each time. You think, good Lord, I do apologise, I said. There were all these 30 supporting artists. They did 14 takes. They saw everything, many for 2 or 3 hours. Then I had to go off to a matinee at the National Theatre.
Jim seems to have gone. Series 1, he was Mr. No, 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 yes. And then his wife disappeared, and he seems to have become sort of the babe magnet of the Western Hemisphere, as far as I can see.
I found this gorgeous girl in Thailand. Snogged. Well, we more than snogged. I asked her to marry me. She said yes.
He sort of stands for every old village tradition. So he turns out to have done this during the war and that during the First World War. And I think that he's also kind of weirdly sexual and immoral. I think he's a creature out of Lord of the Rings, really.
We got married on a pineapple-strewn beach. And on the first night of the honeymoon, she takes off all her clothes, and it turns out she's a bloke called Dwayne.
Trevor is just fantastic at Jim, because the key to the no, no, no is that you have to make it seem a completely natural form.
I would like to begin with a quotation from that great song of ABBA's. Knowing me.
I'm just going to get some water to drink, all right? I'll be in the kitchen, I'll still be listening.
Knowing you. Uh-huh.
Well, you know he's going to say no a lot of times, but he varies it.
You see, knowing Hugo and knowing Alice, I am sure, unlike ABBA, they will never divorce.
That is a masterclass for an actor wanting to learn about how to perform comedy.
Who do you think is the greatest pop group of all time?
No, Nolan Sisters.
Oxford Street the other day, a huge lorry, stopped, came round to a halt. He wound down the window and looked out and he said, no. This great lorry driver. And the people around said, is that man harassing you? And I said, no, I can't explain. So, no will be there for me forever, I suppose.
We get our scripts on a Tuesday, and you can go home happy and snuggly, cuddly, warmy feeling, happy in the knowledge that you can learn this script and it's never going to be changed. And I'm Jerry Hall.
Thank you for coming along. And now, Vicar,
For a lot of actors, and I think I'm one of them, it's very frightening.
What do accountants do when they're constipated?
I don't know. What do accountants do when they're constipated?
Work it out with a pencil.
Did you get it? They stick a pencil at the bottom. That is disgusting.
No, it's a joke.
I can't believe you're marrying a man who puts a pencil up his bottom.
We fiddle with it remorselessly all the way through the week.
Can we just stop there for a second? There is something a bit odd about those 3 lines, isn't there? We're trying to establish as your friends who know each other well.
Until one member of the cast says, I can't bloody well learn this unless you stop changing it. And at that point, we stop changing their lines. Because changing everyone else's, and sometimes even on the night, we'll say, oh, well, we should change that.
But occasionally on this, Richard will come up to you during the recording with the audience there and tell you to say another line, which is kind of like, you just see a red mist of panic in front of your eyes.
The person who is least bothered by it is Dawn.
And we're going 3, 2, 1, action.
As you walk down the aisle, it'll be just...
This is Alice, my virgin.
It is horrendous. I remember the first series we did, I was rocking in the bath at night because I'm quite a kind of grafter and I like to get my lines down, and then I just like to just feel quite free about that so that you can just explore everything else.
Emma Chambers is one of the most diligent and concerned actresses you could ever meet. I mean, she punishes herself with how hard she works on that character.
You know that stuff that they're selling now at the local shop?
Which stuff?
I can't believe it's not butter.
Oh, yes.
Well, you know, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah, well, I believe that is the idea, yeah.
Then yesterday, I went to Crookenden and I bought this other stuff, like a sort of home brand, you know.
Yes.
And, you know, I can't believe it's not butter.
I thought they're not going to change this, or I won't let him change this. And I learnt it driving down to the country for the weekend. And I came back, I remember Dawn was so pissed off. You bloody little swat, you learnt that. And I went, yeah.
You know the stuff that I can't believe is not butter is called I can't believe it's not butter?
Probably, yeah.
Well, I can't believe the stuff that is not I can't believe it's not butter is not I can't believe it's not butter. And I can't believe that both I can't believe it's not butter and the stuff that I can't believe is not I can't believe it's not butter are both in fact not butter. And I believe they both might be butter.
I love that relationship because, again, it tests Geraldine's patience, but it also reminds her of how much care she might need to give.
It's just so hard. I mean, how did you tell your boyfriends that you loved them?
Well, I usually stuck their hands down my blouse. I don't think that's going to work for you and Hugo. No. You need a Cupid that's not stupid, and that Cupid is me.
She's not just a vicar, she's a woman.
Hello.
She's a bountiful character, and she's got an appetite for everything, for her faith, for her interest in people, for everything, including men.
Oh, God. I forgot to put my makeup on. Oh, hell. Who cares? It's the woman inside that counts, isn't it, Ali Pally?
Every time, Vic Stick.
Girl power.
Geraldine, I'd like you to meet someone. This is my little brother, Simon.
I was sort of smuggled onto the set with my back to the audience, and then the reveal, there's an audible sort of... There must have been some Casualty fans in the audience.
Would you excuse me just, one moment.
Move it! Hi! I'm Geraldine.
She gets swept up in a bit of a whirlwind, and she's also confronted with all the things that Joy was confronted with.
My mum, for example, said to me, I found it really difficult to watch when she turned the picture of Jesus over.
I just don't think it's going to be your sort of evening.
I think it's actually very healthy to see a vicar, albeit in a comedy, talking about sex or feelings or lusts or passions. I'm told champagne's even better at altitude.
Is it?
Even one flight of stairs can make all the difference.
How do you have a boyfriend when you're a vicar? Do you display him? Do you hide him? Are you supposed to be having one on at all? No, sorry, that just didn't work at all, I'm afraid. I think we're going to have to try it again.
It was glorious. Kissing Dawn French is one of the great experiences of my theatrical career, and it's at the top of my CV. But over any other part I've played, it says I've kissed Dawn French at the top.
We've had people turn up and do little turns, which has been great.
Don't do it, Geraldine. It's me you love, not him.
Sean Bean, I remember, was called David Ginola till about 12 hours beforehand.
Come on, lass. Are you right? Save me, Sean.
Come on, lass. lass. He was fantastic. That's all he said was, come on, lass.
There are a couple of the celebrity things we've checked. I'm sure that we checked with Darcy Bustle that she was free.
It was probably the smallest stage I've ever performed on. It's tiny, and that frame of that mirror was vast. I liked it so much, actually, I took it home with me. That's when I realised I performed on the same stage as a farting duck.
Are you referring to me as a farting duck?
It's a comedy. It's a straightforward, funny comedy show.
And now an impression of my second cousin, Wilfred.
With very good chemistry between the actors, and that's what people all over everywhere love.
Hello, Frank. I'm going to have my tonsils out.
I've got my shotgun in the van.
Load both barrels.
I think the idea in a village like this one of somebody who everybody agrees is the worst human being there because of his dullness is a funny one.
I'm Frank Pickle, and I'll be here for the next hour. Or maybe a little longer, in fact, because I have to put my coat on afterwards and say goodbye to the vicar, which should take a few minutes.
Essentially, the character is dull and boring and stupid and funny.
So I'll start by telling you something I think you'll find very interesting. I first discovered I was gay.
The MP Matthew Parris had been talking about the moment he came out in the House of Commons, and he came out in a debate about Clause 28, and he finally was called to speak, and at midnight he stood up and said, I must speak because I am gay.
I was 18, and I fell in love with a young farmhand called Justin.
And he made this impassioned speech and then looked round and realised that all the journalists had gone home. There were only 4 MPs in the House. And he said he had to pluck up courage and come out again 6 months later.
He was beautiful.
I remember thinking, it would be fantastic if Frank came out, but nobody had heard the programme.
When I read that script, I thought, this is marvellous.
I've been trying to tell you, dear friends, for 20 years, but it's tricky. That's the lovely thing about radio. Speaking into this microphone here, alone tonight, I can say things I could never say to you face to face.
I was overjoyed because all of a sudden the character went vroom in another direction.
Now be brave. Evening, Owen.
Evening, Vicar. Hello, Frank. Hell of a good show last night.
Brilliant. Most enlightening, Frank.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're such dear friends. Excuse me a moment. I need a minute to gather myself.
Well, you've made an old man very happy. Very proud of you guys, I really am.
I thought we'd better say something.
Didn't want him worrying all evening.
No. One thing, little detail. Did anyone actually hear his show?
Good God, no.
Certainly not. I must be joking.
No way, Hussein.
Thought not.
Because it's based on someone who does believe in human goodness, it does mean that we have been allowed to pepper a few slightly serious moments.
2,000 years ago, a baby is born in a stable, the poorest of the poor. And yet during his lifetime, he says things that are so astonishing that millions of people are still living their lives by them today. He said, love thy neighbour. He told us to turn the other cheek, whatever people might do to us.
Does that include that Simon bonking you like a beach ball?
I have tried to put in moments where you really understand why Geraldine believes in these things so passionately.
It has a lot to say. It has messages to say, and entertain you at the same time, which I think is pretty magical.
My cooking. Was I a great experimenter, a pioneer, whose rich command of unorthodox mixtures will be the stuff of legend in the new millennium? Or was my food just ghastly? You could tell a dying woman the truth, Vicar.
Very well. You are one of the greats. Mrs. Beaton, Delia Smith, Letitia Cropley. That's the Trinity.
I thought so.
It has a texture to it, an emotional texture. It is about people needing each other.
It's a very difficult thing to do. One moment have people laughing and then you ask them to be terribly serious about something.
You're a lovely girl, Vicar. Oh. Chunky, but lovely.
People begin to say to themselves, yes, that's what real life is like. It is that extreme. It is that sad every now and then.
Perhaps we should all write a letter to the Prime Minister saying that it's time to do something about poverty once and for all.
I don't think she cares about poverty very much.
What do you mean, she?
Margaret Thatcher.
There was a lot of criticism about that, the episode, the poverty history episode, because it was a bit kind of in your face, sort of like, this is what we should do, because this is the right thing to do.
I found it here, look. Click here if you're undecided about whether to wear the white band. OK, well, that is definitely us, isn't it? OK, right.
It's not controversial at all. It's just what annoys people is the fact that they should, and on a very popular show, they should stick a political comment.
Right, can everyone see?
It just felt like it could be groundbreaking television.
I'm the most proud of those episodes for Make Poverty History out of any of the work we've done at all, because I thought it was an extraordinary moment of TV where some characters can feel something real and say something real. Well, there we go. I'm sorry about that. That was rather more serious than I had expected. The point is, that character would do that. It's not as if suddenly we were jumping ship for political purposes. That character is a political character who would have aligned herself with Make Poverty History. The fact that I was then, a few weeks later, in Trafalgar Square with 2,000 female priests and having some time with Blair as a result of a sitcom, top.
Your chauffeur awaits you.
Oh, this is perfect. Almost perfect.
Because we've had the luxury of not having to produce, 6-part series once a year, we've got into the position where we have written them about things that really excited us to happen, rather than just, another incident. And it just so happens that the thing that seemed most fun and exciting to do right now was to marry Dawn off. With the casting of who Dawn was going to marry, we wanted someone gorgeous. Dawn insisted on that. We wanted someone the public would know, or most of the public would know, but we wanted someone without too much baggage.
All comers, all welcome here in the bosom of my bosoms.
I was sitting on a train reading the scripts and crying with laughter, and all these businessmen kind of turning around, tutting at me, but... yeah, you don't often read scripts that make you kind of laugh out loud.
Richard Armitage, very nice. quite a lot younger than me. Do you have a quick snog for courage?
That's a very good idea.
You the Vicar?
I kept checking if he was all right or if he needed therapy, but he seemed to be managing it and was prepared to do all the extra kissing that I insisted on as practice.
What time are the services on Sundays, Vicar? Thank you.
I think she was lonely, and I think she doesn't want to be lonely anymore. And I don't think it will stop her being a great vicar, you know, and she's entitled to a partner. Which one of my many husbands and wives is this going to be?
Now that she's married, that would really deeply change the dynamic of how it works in the village.
Hello, Geraldine.
So I think by doing exactly what we wanted to do, we have slightly, I think, closed the door on the future.
I wondered whether or not you would consider marrying me.
Well, yes, of course, I'd be delighted to.
The moment when she's asked for a hand in marriage is, I mean, I have to say, even a tear came to my eye.
Oh, come on, Harry. You shouldn't be marrying someone if you don't even know their name.
Well, obviously it's Geraldine.
Geraldine.
Granger.
Granger.
They play it terribly well, and that's what takes you in. That's what makes you think, yes, I believe in Dibley. I believe in, you know, love at first sight. I believe in Vicars. Hooray!
Let me just be absolutely sure I've got this right. You are asking me to marry you.
Yes. I loved you the second I laid eyes on you, and I absolutely know that we are meant to be together forever, and we will always be happy.
She just doesn't smile. She lets the world know that she's having a wonderful time.
You look around the table and I can't actually believe I'm in this show. It's like I'm dreaming this.
Hold back, hold back.
Just such a lovely group of people. Just bonkers and different and lovely.
The world, it's sort of put into a kind of parallel universe in a way.
You must write funnier stuff, Paul. It's got to be more amusing. I can't go on carrying you on this show.
In some ways, it's more realistic than you'd think.
It became popular, and we thought, wow, isn't this nice? And then it became very popular, and I said, wow, that was very nice.
It has done a great deal of good for the cause of women and the church and ultimately God.
29, take 3. As long as people have got a sense of humour, they will laugh at Dibley.
Spent the whole 3 weeks crying with laughter.
They are all ridiculous, and yet there's something that all humans recognise in there.
It's just kind of being silly for a living.
People do occasionally ask me what is the secret to writing a successful sitcom, and the answer is quite simply write it with Richard Curtis.
It's a funny thing to think that such a sweet programme should have had political intentions.
Quite a lot of ratting happens on that set. Yeah, there's a lot of ratting in the rehearsals. I'll miss that.